I will show you how we can make a seller and buyer chat application in Laravel. In the previous video we see admin and user chat. In today's video we see seller and buyer chat using Pusher and in Laravel. Okay, so first of all I will give you the demo, then we can again create this from scratch. So let's start. So here is my simple application, chat app application running on port 8000. So I'll just simple open this, and it is open in my 2 Chrome browser. Okay, so because I will show you how chat works, so I'll just simple login with seller at the rate gmail.com and put here password. Okay, so this is seller dashboard, so I'll just simple put in my database. So I'll show you my database. So it is simple users. Okay, and in the users I have role seller and buyer. Okay, so simple, I have one seller and two buyers. Okay, so this is my seller dashboard. Okay, so it is showing me on dashboard role seller. Okay, so its name is also seller. In the profile I'll provide seller and buyer with basic profile view and update functionality. And just in the chat support, seller can see all the buyers and can message to and send message to her and talk to them. Okay, so just this. And on the buyer side, so I'll just simple login with buyer. So on the buyer side, it is showing on dashboard with role buyer and same functionality, same as seller profile view and edit functionality. And in the chat support, buyer can see all the sellers. Okay, and talk to her. So it is basically a complete system between seller and buyer. You can integrate in e-commerce application or any type of application. You can simple adjust it. Okay, so now I'll just simple make it simple to show buyer to all seller and show seller to all buyers. Okay, so here, so that's great. So now I'll just simple what I will do. So I'll just simple select here seller and just open this chat and just scroll it down. So I'll just simple from seller side, I'll just simple send here message hey. So it is showing me sending and message sent successfully. And here I'll just simple receive the message in real time with notification. Okay, that's great. So I'll just simple message from buyer side also hey, and it is showing me message sent successfully. And here I'll just simple receive the message in real time. So that's great. So now what I have to do, I have to just simple uh, login with another buyer, that is buyer 2, and put here password. That's great. And just go to chat support and just select this. So it is seller also send here messages. So I'll just simple open buyer 2 chat, that is login now, and just message from buyer side. So I'll just simple show you like this. Okay, that's great. So I'll just simple send message yes. So it is showing me message here yes. Okay, so are you well? So it is showing me message with notification seller send you a message are you well. So you can off this notification also. I will show you in the in while creating this. Okay, so just you can pass here emojis also, just send this, and here you can receive the emoji also. So that's great. So this is our today's video topic, seller and buyer chat, that people are saying me in the comments from previous days. So that's why I'll make this video. So this is our project demo. So now we can again create this from scratch. So friends, first of all, what we have to do, we have to just simple create a new Laravel project, and you just simple go to your Laravel directory or where you have your Laravel projects. Okay, so I'll just simple go to my Laravel projects directory and make a new folder, and I'll just simple name this as seller buyer chat. Okay, just this, and just simple close this and open my VS code, and I'll just simple open this folder that I recently created with name seller buyer chat, this one. Okay, so you just simple create anywhere you want. Okay, so I'll just simple open my terminal, and in the terminal I'll just simple run a command for creating Laravel 10 project. So for this is my command with name composer create project Laravel slash chat app. Okay, so also mention here the version of Laravel because we are doing this in Laravel 10, not in Laravel 11. Okay, so just make sure this and just simple click on enter, and within 2 or 3 minutes my project is set up. Then we can start in our project. So my project is created. So now first of all what we have to do, we have to just simple set up our database. For this just simple go to your env, and within the env file I'll just simple left this same address. So first of all I'll just simple open my XAMPP. So just open it, and I'll here create a new database, and I'll name this database as seller buyer chat. So you can name this database any you want. Okay, so just simple copy this and create this. So our database is created with seller buyer chat. So I'll just simple copy this name and use this here in the DB database seller buyer chat. And one more thing, um, left these instances or parameters same as it is. Okay, that's great. So now what we have to do, we have to just simple create a tables. For this just simple go to database migrations, and in the migration we just need two tables. One is user and second one is chat. So user is already there, and we just simple update some things in it, that is name, email, and email verified. I just remove this password, and after this just copy this and paste it here, and just use here text, and the text it is bio, and it is null. Okay, that's great. After this I have other parameter for user profile, that is picture, that is also string picture, and it is also nullable. Then phone number, phone underscore number. Okay, it is also nullable and string. Okay, then username, username it is also nullable, and put here unique, just this. So that's great. And last one is enum type, enum, and this column name is role, and in the role I'll just simple use here this buyer and seller. Okay, and in the default I'll just use here buyer. Okay, so that's great. And after this table timestamp. Okay, that's great. So our user table is set up. Okay, so now what I have to do, I'll just simple come to my project using this command cd chat app, and in my project I'll need one more table, that is users tables. For this I'll just simple create a users table migrations. So I'll just rename this as create chats table and create, put here chats. Okay, that's great. Just enter this, and this is our chats table. Okay, so it is chats, and in this I'll just use here, just copy from here and paste here id, and after this id I have unsigned big integer, and in this I have sender underscore id. That's it. Just simple close this sender id, and receiver id, and after this message. So that's it, and just simple save this and close this also. So I'll just simple create my tables using this command php artisan migrate. Okay, so my tables are created, so I will just show you in my database. So here is my chats table with the columns that we have mentioned in migrations, and also user tables with all the columns that we set. Okay, so that's great. Our database is set up and tables are also set up. So what we have to do, we have to just simple do next thing is we just simple make a model for it using this command. So I have in my previous command php make model user. That's it. So user model by default already exists in Laravel 10 or Laravel version 11. So I'll just simple go to models, and this is user model. So in the atomic variable I'll just simple pass here name, email, password is already there. So I have to pass here the other columns also, bio, and after bio picture, and after it phone number, and after this username and role. Okay, that's it. So that's it, just close this. So now what we have to do, we have to just simple do configuration of pusher. So close this and just simple go to your browser and just open Google and search here pusher, and open just first side. So already have account in pusher, so you just simple sign up and then sign in. So I'll just simple already have account, so I'll just simple sign in. Okay, so in the sign in just simple I'll just sign in with Google because my account is attached with Google. You just simple create a new app, so I already created here live chat. And now what you have to do, you have to just simple go to API keys, and in the API keys you have these API keys, that is app ID, key, secret, and cluster. Okay, so you have to pass this in our Laravel. Okay, so just simple copy app ID and go to our project and go to env, just scroll down and app ID put here, app key copy this and put here, and just simple secret put here, and then app cluster copy here and put it here. Okay, and one more thing you have to change here is broadcast driver is pusher. Okay, just change this, save this, and just simple run your project php artisan serve. And now we have to test our pusher configuration, that our pusher is set up or not. So we have to install pusher composer also, that is this one. p composer require pusher php server. You have to install this also. So it is. So now pusher is set up in our app, and just simple our open. So now we have to check this. For check, just simple go to getting started, and just simple select javascript and just copy this. And after copying this, just go to resources, views, welcome, and this is now it is showing us a Laravel 10 starter template. So you have to just simple copy and paste it here, and just simple reload it. And this is our my event and my channel. Okay, just copy my channel, go to debug console, event create my channel and my event. So that's here, and this is also my channel, my event. So when I trigger the event from here, it is showing me in pop-up message here. Okay, if our pusher is set up, send event, so it is showing me in my application. Okay, so that's amazing. Our pusher is also set up. So just simple close this, and now what we have to do, we have to just left one thing behind previous, that is model, that is our chat model. Okay, so we also need chat model. For this php artisan make model chat. Okay, just open this and also put it here, atomic label. Just copy this and go to chat and just simple use here buyer underscore id and sender id, receiver id, message. That's it. And also updated at and created at. Okay, so just remove this also. So that's great, our model is also set up. Just save this and close this. Okay, so we need two controllers, that is one is chat controller and second one is uh, user controller. Okay, so just make this user controller, and second one is chat controller. Okay, so that's great, our controller is also set up. So now what we have to do, we have to just simple make views first. So for this uh, you have to just simple we use template. So just simple go to your browser and search here skydash admin template download. Okay, just open first site or any site, because this is free template, you can install it from anywhere. Just simple download this. So it is downloading in 1 or 2 minutes. So my template is downloaded. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to just simple extract this to desktop. You can extract it anywhere, and just simple close this and close this and close this. Okay, so this is my skydash admin template. So in it I have all the pages, samples, forms. Okay, so I already set up all the things. You just need this this images, font, docs, css files. Just simple copy this and go to our project. Our project is seller buyer chat. In my Laravel projects directory, seller buyer chat, this one, and just open chat app and go to public and just simple paste it here. Okay, So now our template is installed in our app. So what we have to do, we have to just simple go to resources views and create our views. Okay, for this just simple create a new folder here and mm, give name it user and within this user I have to create some views for in it, so that are I'll just simple show you. So I'll provide you this zip file in the description. So you just simple copy from this. So this is my controller code and for user controller, and this is my pages code, all the pages. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to just simple. So in the user folder, I'll just simple create a views that is register dot blade dot php, and after this login dot blade dot php, and dashboard dot blade dot php, and three more views that is profile view dot blade dot php, and profile edit dot blade dot php, profile view profile edit, and the last one is chats dot blade dot php. And also with these I have a sidebar and a bar in separate includes folder. Just make an includes folder, and in this make two files sidebar dot blade dot php, and other one is navbar dot blade dot php. So that's great. So you just simple follow me, that's in throughout the video. If you have any issues doing this, you can ask me in the comments also. Okay, so that's great. Now what we have to do, we have to just simple paste in it a code. For this just simple copy this. So this is my navbar.blade.php. Just simple copy this and copy this and paste it navbar.blade.php, and just simple close this. And second one is sidebar.blade.php. Just copy this and paste it here and close this, and then register. So these are the time taking thing, that why I will provide you the code. Just close this register and then login, and just copy paste here, just close this, and then dashboard.blade.php. Just copy this and paste in it dashboard, and close this also, and then profile view. Just copy this and paste it here. Just close this, and the last one, second last one is profile edit. Just copy this and paste it here and close this, and then we have chats.blade.php, the last view. Okay, just copy this and paste it here. That's great. So I will show you how these working, but first what we have to do, we have to make these pages working. So just simple copy this user controller code, all the functions code, copy this and go to your app http user controller and paste it here. So these are my all the functions for login and profile dashboard, profile view, and all the things. Okay, so you have to just simple copy the imports also, these imports. Okay, so just simple copy these, paste it here. We don't need admin. Okay, that's great. So now what we have to do, we have to just simple make the routes for these pages. What we have to do, we have to just simple go to our routes web.php, and in the web.php we have to just simple define our routes. For this I'll just simple use app slash http slash controllers slash user controller. Okay, that's great. So after this I have to define here route, different route for post, get, and all the requests. Okay, so I'll just simple route post, and in this user slash save user controller slash slash class, and after this my function name for register is save. So this is register route, and give it name like this, user dot save. Okay, that's great. So just simple copy this and paste it here, user slash check for login, function name is check, and route is also check. Okay, that's it. So I have to just simple copy these and paste here, and these are for logout and profile slash logout, user dot logout, function name is also this. Just copy this and paste it here, okay, and profile, just copy this and just copy this and just paste it here. Okay, that's good. So these are my get requests. Okay, just copy. So user login and profile, then login, profile, register, profile view, profile edit, chat. So I'll just simple copy these and paste it here. So after profile I have login and register. Okay, so these function name are also login and register. So I have just simple copy these and paste it here, okay, that's it. Register, copy this, paste it here and paste it here. Okay, so register and login, just copy this and paste here, and after register and login I have profile view and add profile edit route, and just simple use here profile view and then profile edit. Okay, that's great. And also function name is function names are profile view and profile edit, okay, and then route for user slash chats, it is user slash chats. Okay, so now I have a put request also, that is for user update profile. Okay, function name is also update profile, it is also update profile. Okay, and then copy this, paste here, user slash dashboard, paste here dashboard and paste here dashboard. Okay, so it is user slash dashboard. So that's it, we have just these routes. Okay, so I already have these function, all these function in here, that is update profile, post, register, login, chats, and edit, and profile. Okay, so I'll just simple name this as profile view, just copy this and it is pasted. Okay, profile view function and profile edit function and all these. Okay, so that's great. So our profile view, edit, dashboard, all the functions are already there. Okay, so save is also right there. So I'll just simple optimize it and go to our project, and I'll just simple use here route user slash login. And so friends, here my login page is showing. Okay, so now what we have to do, we have to just simple create a new user, one buyer and one seller. Okay, so I'll just simple create with given name buyer and buyer at the rate gmail.com, and put here password and then simple role buyer. Okay, just register it. So it is showing me username does not have a default value, so I'll just simple go to your users and go to structure tables, and in the username, so we set it unique, so change it to null. Okay, and just simple reload it. So it is saying me user created successfully, and go to browse, and now user buyer at the rate gmail.com, buyer is created successfully. So we just simple login buyer at the rate gmail.com and put here password. So we successfully log in with buyer account. So this is the view, profile edit. So profile edit does not exist. Okay, so I'll just simple go to my, this is my profile edit, and go to user controller, and this is profile view, profile edit. So it is simple edit function. So I'll just simple username edit. Okay, just optimize it and just go to there and reload it. Okay, so now my profile edit is showing. So I'll just simple update the picture. So I'll just simple put here my picture and just simple update it, and in the phone number just passed it for now. So my profile is updated, but it is not showing because we have to link the storage. For this we just use this command, php artisan storage link. Okay, just use this and reload it. Now my profile is showing, so that's great. Go to chat support, and it is showing me now fetch message is not defined because we defined does not route. Okay, so we have remaining some routes. Okay, that's why this error happened. So this is my buyer account, so I'll just simple create a seller account also. For this, just simple go to here and just name it seller at the rate gmail.com, and use here password, and role is seller. Okay, just register. So our seller is registered also. So I'll just simple login with seller. So so I'll just simple login with seller account. So I'll just simple update seller info also. So I'll just simple update it here. So I'll just simple put this image here, and in the phone number just this. Okay, just update it. So my seller profile is also updated. So that's great, our user are created. So now when I'll just simple go to chat support, it is showing me route fetch message is not defined because I did not define the routes for fetching messages and sending messages. Okay, so I'll just simple define these route here. So for this I'll just simple copy this and paste it here, and in this I'll just simple remove this and name this as fetch messages, and it is chat controller, and name this function as fetch messages, and it is also tch fetch fetch and messages. Okay, that's great. And it is in chat controller. Chat controller. Okay, just copy this and paste it here. And one is our post route, and in the post route I have send message chat controllers, and it is also send message, and route is also send dot message. So what we have to do, I have to just simple import my chat controller. Just copy this, paste it here, and my controller name is chat controller. Okay, chat controller. Okay, that's great. Copy this, paste it here, and paste it here. That's great. So I'll just simple optimize it. Go to now chat support. So in the chat support it is showing me buyer messages. Okay, that's great. So it is showing me one buyer because we have now one buyer only. Okay, so in the seller, same as it is that we see in the demo, in the seller can see all the buyers, and buyer can see all the sellers. Okay, so that's great. So this is the seller, it is showing all the seller, all the buyers in the chat list. Okay, so it just simple select and chat with it. Okay, so now what we have to do, we are left with these two functions and one event. Okay, so for this I'll just simple go to my chat controller, and I'll just simple show you the main thing that is in user slash chat. Okay, so this is user slash chat, and in this is our script for fetching messages. Route is fetch dot messages, that is our this route. Okay, so we have to define this function, and the second one is for sending messages, send dot message. Because this script is too long, that's why I'll provide you this in code. So we just simple define the functions and query, so you can understand it easily. Okay, these two scripts, one is for fetching messages, second one is for sending messages. Okay, and the third one, this script is for sending messages in real time. Okay, this is the pusher event that we create now. Okay, so just simple this. So here what I have to do, I have to define here function public function fetch messages. Okay, and in this function we are getting request dollar request. Okay, and in this function I am just taking user id from session. Our session is log user info, that is this session. Okay, just copy this and paste it here, log user info this session. And so login user is the sender, and the receiver id we are getting in request. Receiver id dollar request query, and in this just receiver id. Okay, that's great. So after this we have to define here one variable for getting messages. Dollar messages is equal to chat, where I'll just simple define a function, and in the function I'll just simple use a query, and after this use this user id and receiver id. Okay, and after this I'll just simple use here dollar query, where sender underscore id, where sender is the login user id, or where receiver id is the dollar receiver id. Okay, that's great. And after this, after fetching this, we are do with or where use this or where function, and in this use function dollar $query, and use init dollar user id, and same as it is previous user id and dollar receiver id, and in this just copy this and paste it here where sender id is the dollar receiver id and where receiver id is the user id. Okay, that's great. So we are fetching this, and after this order by created underscore add in ascending order, and simple use here get. So that's it. We have just simple using this query. So basically this query is working as login user is the sender and the receiver ID we are getting in request. Okay. And in the messages, first of all, what we have to do, we have to check this. If the sender is the user, login user, then fetch all the messages. And if the sender is the receiver, then fetch all the messages. Okay. Just simple. We are using this. If login user is the sender or receiver, fetch all the messages. And if the receiver is the sender or receiver, fetch all the messages and sort by sending order and get all the messages. Okay. And after this, get we are just return response JSON, and in the JSON I'm just getting messages, and in the messages I'll just use here messages. Okay, that's it. Just save this, and now what you have to do, I've just simple optimize it, find a function for sending messages. For sending messages I'll just simple copy this and paste it here, and just change the name here, send message, and in the dollar request dollar user id is the log user id, and the dollar receiver id is the request receiver underscore id. Okay, that's great. And after this I'm using dollar message dollar request message. Okay, okay, that's it. And after this I'm just using here this thing, dollar chat create, and in the create I am just creating this sender id, sender underscore id, and it is dollar user id, and after this receiver underscore id is the dollar receiver id that we are getting in request, and message is also dollar message. Okay, so in the sender type, sender underscore type, we are just use this user. Okay, so and that's it, and just simple close this. So in the last so I'll just simple. Okay, that's great. And in this response I'll just return JSON success, and success is equal to true, and if true then use here message, and in the message I'm just message sent successfully. Okay, message sent successfully. Okay, so that's it, we are done with fetching and receiving sending messages. So now message is not sending when we insert in database, because we don't import here models and all the things. Okay, so we have to import these also. So just use here, use app slash model slash chat, copy this, paste it here, and use here user, and remove this user chat, just this. Okay, so just optimize it and reload it, and for now I'll just simple send a message here, hey, I hope it don't give us error. Okay, so that's great, amazing, it is sending messages hey in real time, also with notification. Okay, so now what you have to do, I'll just simple log in with buyer account, and here in the separate window slash user slash login, and this is our seller, and this is my buyer. Okay, buyer at the rate gmail.com, and I hope it will load the messages and we don't have any error. Okay, just go to chat support quickly, and I'll just simple select here chat. Okay, hey, it is send me hey, so I'll just simple send here message from buyer side hey, but it is showing it is not showing me in real time because we don't integrate event here now. Okay, so when I click on it, then it show me message. So that's great, our chat is working. So now what we have to do, we have to just left with sending in real time. What sorry, I'll just how are you. Okay, just send here, and it is showing me not in real time, but when I click on it, it show me message. Okay, that's great. So I have to just simple pass here in real time message. Okay, so our fetch message, send message is working greatly. Okay, so we are just left with send message event. Okay, so I'll just simple make a new event, and pass this uh, chat controller send message data in event. Okay, so just this. So what we have to do, I have to just simple create a new event and name this event as message sent. Okay, this event uh, PHP artisan make event, and event name is message sent. Okay, and this event it created in app http events and message sent. Okay, so what we have to do in this event, we have to just simple pass the data that is in our this chat controller, this data in event, and trigger this response from pusher and show in our application. Okay, so first of all use here implements, and use here should broadcast. Okay, that's great. And after this use here some variables public dollar message, and just copy this and paste it here. One is dollar message, and second one is sender underscore id, and then receiver underscore id, and sender underscore name, and sender underscore image, and the last one is time. Okay, that's great. So after this in the construct function, we have to define instances of this. Okay, so I'll just simple your dollar message, dollar sender id, dollar receiver id, dollar sender name, and just use here sender image. Okay, and the time also. Okay, dollar time. So that's great. And in the this I have to define use here like this message is equal to dollar message. Okay, just copy this and paste it here 4 5 times. So then sender id, sender id, okay, receiver id, receiver id, okay, sender name, and then sender name, okay, sender image, sorry, sender image and sender image, okay. And the last one is time. In the time I have to pass here time is now, now, and also set here time zone according to your country time zone, Asia slash Karachi, and the format is HIA, okay. Just close this, okay. So that's great. And now what we have to do, we have to just simple use a broadcast on, remove this array, just simple use a broadcast on new channel, channel, and in the channel I have passed this as name chat dot dollar this dot, sorry, this dot recei receiver underscore id. Okay, that's good. Okay, just save this. Sorry, I have to pass here this dot also, okay, and name this as broadcast as public function broadcast as, and just simple return here, return seller buyer message. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to define the event and pass in it all the data. Okay, so we have to just simple trigger this event, pass this event here, and just simple I'll just simple use here event new message sent, and in the message sent I'll just simple pass here message dollar user id dollar receiver id dollar user is equal to name, and dollar user equal to picture. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's it. And after this, just we have to import this also. So for importing we have to just I'll just simple user use app slash event slash message sent. Okay, that's great. And I'll just simple optimize it. Okay, so one more thing I'm just telling you here, that in the chats for sending real-time messages I have to use here pusher app key, that is in my env this one, okay, app key. So you have to just change this in the code when you are sending in real time. So you have to just change it according to your API key, just this, okay. So you have to change this in here, and in the include sidebar, sorry, navbar.php, you have to also change it here according to your uh, app key, that is in your API key, this one, okay. So you have to put your API key here, okay. So that's great. So now what we have to do, when I'll just simple send reload it, and I'll just simple send message here, hey and it is saying me subscribe but fail to send message. Okay, so we just simple check this. Undefined variable user. Okay, so in the chat controller we have this dollar user. Okay, so it is saying me undefined variable user. So we just simple check this. Okay, okay, okay. So what I'm missing here, after message I have to pass here dollar user, and in the user I'll just simple user, find this user, find and just simple use a dollar user id. Okay, just save this and optimize it, and just simple reload it, and just simple I'll just simple send message here now. Hey, okay, it is now again saying me fail to send message. So when I send the message, it is again saying me app event conflict 5 past 10. So I think we have issue in here. I have 1 2 3 4 5, and in this I have 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I'll just simple remove this from here time, just save this, optimize it, and just reload it. And now I'll just simple select this chat and just send message. Hey, so that's great, our message is now sent in real time. Hey message on same time 2:53, and on the receiver side I'm messaging this. Okay, so that's great. So now I'll just simple use here, just minimize this and minimize this also. Oh, I'll just close this, and now we are doing just real time chat. Okay, so I'll just simple use here, yes I am here. Okay, yes I am here. It is sending message in real time, and also it is receiving in this real time. So you just simple remove this notification also. Okay, so I'll just simple use here, what you want to ask. Okay, it is saying me sending, and it is now receiving the messages in real time with the name and time also. Okay, so that's great, amazing. So now you just simple use this notification here to see the notification. So we have just focused on in this video only on the buyer and seller interaction. Okay, so how you can make the real-time chat application between the seller and buyer. Okay, so in the next video we just also focus on the storing notifications and many things also. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to my channel. So see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.